Hey everybody, it's Wuju here, back for yet another Medic Mail Day. As you could probably guess from what's in the background there, what the theme of this video is going to be, cut autographs. These are three old ones that I've had. In fact, the one in the middle, George Connor there, was the very first cut autograph I got, and I actually think I got it out of a group break when I had the Chicago Bears. So that's kind of what spurred my interest in cut autographs and part of what drove my Hall of Fame collection to what it is today. And plus, like Lou Gross, there's probably some nicer ones out there, but I really liked it because it has most of his hometown's name in there, which is not too far away. So that was a unique little piece. But as for the stuff that has come in, there's some really nice stuff, some really common, some really rare, and a neat little story as to what almost came a big collection of sorts. We'll just say that. First off, we'll start with a very common, easy to get autograph. This one's from '09 Upper Deck Black, 16 out of 85. Dante Glue-Fingers Lavelli from Ohio State and the Cleveland Browns. His autograph's very, very common. Probably find something a little nicer at some point. But I figure for now, that's a good one to get. And that'll fill the spot in the collection. I hate when they cut cards like this sometimes, but sometimes, especially for harder to find guys, maybe that's all you can get. So, is what it is. This next one I actually picked up while I was down in Chantilly getting my Steelers helmet signed by Lynn Swan and Donnie Shell. I saw somebody that had one of the SP Legendary cuts of this guy. He wanted like $300. I paid $30 for this, if I remember correct. I mean, it's just out of 2017 certified cuts, nothing fancy, but it fills the spot in the collection. Morris Red Bad Girl from the New York Giants. So, like I said, nothing fancy. Maybe not as nice, but I was not paying $300 for a bad grow, even if it was out of legendary cuts. This next one, I don't know. I like it, but I kind of wish I'd not bought it and gotten something different. And I may at some point, but what was this from? Impeccable Football 2016, Weeb Eubank. This is 2 out of 2, so, really limited, but I think I got it fairly cheap, really, for being a 2 out of 2. Just cuts off quite a bit. It's the only thing I hate about it, but at least it fills the spot, and if I can always upgrade later if I desire to. This next one was strangely hard to find. Like, he's got quite a few autographs out there, and most people, when they list it, want way too much. He's fairly common, but not super common. We'll just go that far. But I worked out a deal with somebody, ended up getting Bob Waterfield of the Rams. And it's even numbered 46 out of 46, so. But it's a nice clean cut from his check, so I'm happy with that one. These next 4 are all one-of-ones. Yeah, every last one of these next 4 are one-of-ones. I did not plan on picking up all these from the same set. It just kind of happened, and you just kind of go with it. So these are all from 2021 National Treasures football cut autographs, all 101. So we'll start off with Ed Healy from the Bears. That's probably one of the nicer cuts I've seen of him. It's nice and clean. Little cut off there at the end of the Y, but doesn't hurt the autograph overall. And again, yeah, 1/1. So that's the first one. Next, kind of stick with a little bit of the Browns theme here because we've got shown quite a few Brown stuff. And I'm not a big Browns fan, being a Steelers fan. But thought this was kind of neat. I do already have a nice cut of him, but I decided to pick this up. Got it relatively cheap for, 101 cut autograph out of National Treasures. Autographs, a little cut off here over on the side, but rather nice. 101 Bill Willis. So, I actually do have an extra Bill Willis now. I'm just not sure which one I'm getting rid of. The next one, going back to the Bears. 101 National Treasures, Clyde Bulldog Turner. I'd like to get one that's actually a full Clyde Bulldog Turner, not just Bulldog Turner. But I ended up winning this, I think, on an auction not too long ago. So I was like, well, that's 3. And last but not least, I went back and forth with this guy quite a bit on this one. Actually, I already had a nice index card, which you'll see probably in a future video. And he wanted a good bit, and he kept coming down, and I told him a price that I would pay. It's like, no, I want to wait for this, da 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 da. So finally, unfortunately, I'd already bought a few other things, so I had to wait a little bit. But he finally came down to the price that I wanted to pay, and I finally snagged it. Ernie Nevers from the Chicago Cardinals. So, snagged that, and yes, another 1-on-1. So, yeah, I'm not going to try to complete that entire set just because I have 4 of them. Some of them have already sold. Some people want way too much, like the Bob Waterfield that you saw earlier. There's a 1-on-1 of that, and the person wants $1,000. Not happening, not even close. Maybe $200 if you're lucky. If it goes up for auction, I might try for it. You never know. But, yeah, otherwise, I'm not getting that. And I really don't plan on doing the entire set, so why try? So, not last, but there's 2 more here. Both of these are both pretty high dollar stuff. The one, mostly just because it's that rare. This is from the old Canton Bulldogs. So it tells you how old this player was. And his autograph, while not super rare, doesn't pop up very often. And then the card is, I'm not going to say impossible to find, obviously, since I did find one. But I went ahead and grabbed it. This is from 2011 National Treasures Football. 2 out of 2, Link Lyman. I don't know what's up with the little arrow that it was drawn on there. I don't know if it was just on the paper when he signed it, what the heck it was. But, yeah, don't see too much of his autographs out there. Paid more than I really wanted to pay for it, but it's in the collection now, 2 out of 2. And, yeah. If I saw something nicer, maybe I'd grab it, but I'm happy with that. So last, but certainly not least, this next one is not numbered. And it's from 2000 and... what year? 2002. Upper Deck SP Legendary Cuts. Used to have one of these. Sold it. Regretted it. This was maybe not quite as clean as the old one I had, but still fairly clean. And I feel like I overpaid for it. I mean, of course, this stuff just is that rare. Well, not rare, but expensive. And prices have gone up since when I bought it before. So maybe I didn't overpay. Maybe I did. I don't know. Either way, 2002 SP Legendary Cuts. Vince Lombardi. So I could have gone with just a check, something like that. But even those are going for $800. Which tells you I paid more than that for this. But even since just his checks are going for that much, like just a full check, not out of a pack, maybe I really didn't overpay. I don't know. So, yeah, that is all the cut autographs I've gotten since the start of everything. There's plenty of index cards, still plenty of cards to come. We're not even close to being done. I'd say maybe a quarter, at third at the most. So, plenty more to come, folks. Appreciate you guys watching. And hopefully you have a good night.